Hello and welcome to Piano Lessons, Boulder. I'm Sarah Hager. Today we will take up the beautiful Minuet in G by Bach from the little notebook of Anna Magdelena Bach. So who was Anna Magdelena Bach? She was his second wife. Bach married very young when he was 20, and his first wife, Anna Maria, died when Bach was only 27 years old, leaving behind 7 little children and babies. And so his cousin, Anna Magdelena, who was a very fine singer, came and stayed with him in order to look after the children. She was secretly in love with him, so we can assume that Bach must have been very handsome at the age of 27, and Bach, of course, knew that the living situation was improper, so he married her, and Anna Magdelena became the mother of 13 children. So altogether, Bach was the father of 20 children, of whom less than 10 lived to adulthood. I think probably just 6. Now, that is the background behind the little notebook of Anna Magdelena Bach. So when they got married, Bach didn't have any money to buy her a wedding present. So he wrote a set of beautiful little harpsichord pieces that were not too difficult, because even though Anna Magdelena was a wonderful singer, she wasn't that accomplished at the harpsichord. So he wrote these beautiful little pieces which she could play and enjoy in her spare time. One wonders, though, how much spare time Anna Magdelena could really have had. So today it is you and I, we music lovers, who are the beneficiaries of this wonderful collection of pieces for the harpsichord. The whole world loves them. The whole world plays them. So before we have a very brief tutorial on this Minuet in G, I would like to play it through. Sorry, just didn't know the headphones were plugged in. So here is the Minuet in G. So this is one of the first classical pieces that any lover of the piano, after doing the initial studies, learns to play, along with the sonatinas of Clementi. And now for the tutorial. In the edition in which I am playing, the editor has written allegro, which means fast. That is too fast for a minuet. A minuet must be played at the speed at which a minuet would be danced, and so that is called tempo di minuetto. And I think one of the best ways to understand at what tempo a minuet should be played is to go to YouTube and, ask for Baroque dances and you will get a number of wonderful recreations of Baroque dances by dancers in costume. And one of the loveliest, though it doesn't feature the minuet as the prominent dance, is the dance videos based on Handel's water music. They're very beautifully made and very beautifully danced and very authentically Baroque. I myself suggest a tempo of, say, 92 or 96 to the quarter note to play this minuet. So let's play with the metronome. So minuet goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you must have noticed that I made a nuance, and the second time, that is in the third measure, I played staccato in the right hand, and so on. Bach, of course, gives no indications of expression, but it must be played expressively and with whatever nuances you think are suitable, provided they are not too extreme. I definitely don't recommend peddling in this minuet at all. That doesn't mean all of Bach should be played without pedal. Absolutely the opposite is true. But not in this minuet. I think it would make it a little muddy. The second thing was, in Bach's time, performers did add ornaments. So when we have on the A in measure 6, 7, 8, in measure 8, I do a little trill, you know. And at the end of the first part, it's in binary form. You could absolutely have a simple, straightforward playing, or you could do... I don't do an ornament at the end of the first part because I don't want to make it sound like an ending at all. Now Bach goes into the relative minor, which is E minor, and it is very beautiful. And these measures must definitely be played expressively. Now louder. And now he transitions back to G major. In that measure where he transitions back to G major, be careful of the rhythm. 1, 2, and 3, and 1. So make sure you get that rhythm right. Further down the page, I add some ornaments. Instead of, I add an mordant on the D. Then an inverted mordant. You see, this is a mordant, and this is an inverted mordant. So let's hear that again. Because A is a 3-count note, I put a trill on it. That brings us to the end of the minuet. Is what Bach has written, but this is an ending, so I can do, for instance, so by not playing the G right away, but instead of playing an F sharp in the right hand, now that I'm creating a suspension and then a trill to relieve the suspension, and the G relieves the suspension. So instead of playing the G in the right hand in the last measure, on the first beat, I can play it on the second beat, postpone the feeling of completion, and have an F sharp on the first beat to create a little, tension. So a lot can be done. Enjoy learning and playing this beautiful little minuet by Bach. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until we see each other next time.